Each and every one of us has the ability and the right to claim and assume authority. And if we do so with gentleness and knowing who we are, anything's possible on this particular degree. Hello, welcome as we continue deep diving into universal truth, insight, symbols, psychological profiling, and the complementary gemstones of astrology, the Sabian degrees of astrology. We're taking a look at two each day. Today we are on Capricorn, Cancer 1. I thank you so much for being here. Without further ado, let's get into Capricorn. An Indian chief claims recognition and power from the assembled tribe. The heart of a house is located, cleared of discordant energy and strengthened. The king of an unknown land sends a letter to the known world. A man mesmerized as he reads words glowing with light. A canopy bed with curtains. The stone here is limonite, and both stones will be in the description if you'd like to take a closer look. Limonite helps us get out of or raise above stagnant situations. It is a powerful mental healer. It helps us prevent psychic attacks. It improves intuitive accuracy. It brings focus on our true desires and how to obtain them. It is said to reverse the aging process, and it keeps us from acting on anger and prevents self-sabotaging thoughts. So here the thinking is over, the deep philosophical conversations have yielded a decision. So Capricorn 1 is ready to act. That is always the case that I have seen, leave a comment, with cardinal degrees. People feel like they have been shackled and set free, and there are certain things that they're just not going to take anymore, and they take action. That can happen in small ways, it can happen in large ways. But here, people want to say, enough is enough, this is how it's going to be going forward. So decisive action is happening here. So claiming power, using words to mesmerize with words, like making words an action, like creating signs, creating t-shirts with words on them. Writers who create and build through their words. Thought becomes action. So the ideal, whatever it is you've been thinking about, it's time to say, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm doing. And with it comes responsibility. So there can be aggressive action here. If you're aware that this is happening, just stand your ground. Be prepared to stand your ground today. Doing so from the place of knowing what you're about, the bed with the curtains, is protecting the inner core, always knowing what you're about, what your truth is, helps you go out swinging and helps you weather the storms that a leader would have to face. Being a leader is a test, because there's having the ideals and saying, oh, I can run for mayor, and then there's dealing with it day to day. And some of it's good and some of it's really bad, and you just have to keep on getting up every day and doing the job. So it's taking the lead in some way. Directing with gentleness can be helpful here. To be too forceful will invite lashback from others here. Sometimes the words that we want to say may be on a wavelength that others just cannot relate to here, and so there's a need to find new and inventive ways to express our thoughts. This is a square to the Libra mark, and that means it's a hard corner, and it can feel a little jolting if you're not prepared for it. But it's a place where you can make hard stops and say, nope, I'm not doing that anymore, or guess what, this is how it's going to be from now on. A very matter-of-fact degree, I would say. Very, very cut and dry. Each and every one of us has the ability and the right to claim and assume authority. And if we do so with gentleness and knowing who we are, anything's possible on this particular degree. Let's take a look at Cancer 1. On a ship, sailors lower an old flag and raise a new one. Rainbows slowly moving across a white wall. On a passing boat, a flag continually changing its colors and patterns. A potter at work. Words seen for an instant on a leaf that suddenly blows away. The stone here is Sphalerite, or Zinc Blende. It harmonizes the male and female energies while unleashing creativity. It is spiritually grounding and can be used with other stones that are used to open the crown. This helps ground. It increases stamina, and it aids in manifestation through increasing willpower and determination. It helps give us more discernment by helping us see what is true and what is imagined. It helps unlock psychic abilities, removing blocks that may be preventing us from developing them. It helps us recover more quickly from infection, and it helps heal issues with the eyes and nervous system. We're at a turning point. This is on the summer solstice side, and we're raising a flag and says, this is what I'm about. But this particular one, if you have this degree, you may constantly be doing that. Reorientation or helping others reorientate. This degree is also a turning point, and here we've got sailors lowering an old flag and raising a new one. So old ideas are put to rest and new ones are at the very beginning stage of being built upon. This degree can be someone who helps others buy houses. Like you might say, okay, I'm not going to date anymore. It was time to get married. Let's buy a house. Let's get married. So it's that kind of ending and new beginning going on here. And it can take many forms. This is a strong degree for artists and for writers. The rainbows moving slowly across a white paper. White walls can be anything. They can have a play of shadows on them, or they can have rainbows. Either way, it's a blank canvas to display ideas and just to let them flow through the changing and lowering of a flag. So this is a constant shifting and changing, almost like a chameleon here, almost like a chameleon. So a potter makes vessels to contain things, organizing and cleaning, and what's left, it goes in the container. People need to live in houses, container. So real estate and flags, writers, artists, a strong ability to change any kind of habits on both of these degrees. So if you want to change your ways in a radical way, today's a good day to do it, because the energy is, you've got the wind at your back. This is a sharp turning point. If you're a writer, you want to have paper and pencil handy, or a recorder at the ready, have your phone ready, because words seen for an instant and then they blow away. Passing moments that you want to capture, and you can do so on paper or or a canvas, but I think this feels like a strong writer's degree. So a point of no return. Be gentle but firm in your actions. Know that others are going to be feeling the same way, and we go at it respectfully and gently, but knowing what you're about is important on this day, because people are strong-willed. The positive here is Cancer is very emotional, I know. The beautiful thing about this degree and the other is that there's an ability to make a radical change. So if you've been feeling repressed, or like, oh, I can't change anything, nothing ever moves, blah, blah, blah. Today's the day to make a decision, say, you know what, I'm just going to do this. This is how it's going to be today. Because we have the free will to move about, and we've got the wind at our sails. So a beautiful axis and ability to project our own ideas and conceptions onto our world in many ways. This is a turning point. It is a wonderful day to make resolutions. Today's the day I'm going to start. Just start today. Don't wait till the end of the year. Start today. And you'll have the wind at your sails if you do. So that's what I have for you today. I thank you so much for being here, for liking, for leaving a comment. If these symbols speak to you, if they say something different to you, I would love to hear your opinion. And until next time, take care.